I'm really surprised you can see how much weight spending on this machine exactly, which see it trying to do the nose dive again. And that's just because you know how I expected this mini maxx you see. Which it's definitely what it is on this machine exactly, but don't surprise thing that's been getting me used almost like quite a bit because I mean this is a pretty nice looking mini maxx in my opinion. As you can see, it's definitely how much we expected this thing exactly, which is definitely how much we expected this thing exactly because I mean well you expect how this mini maxx you can see, but as you can see it's definitely how much we expected. No, not on the wheels. Oh, no, not on the hood. Yeah, okay, there we go. There we go. This has a long time on this battery than the 8.4 wet battery that most Traxxas put in, which I do like is better. Well, as a run time on this thing exactly. I just wish the Vortex had that, but if I were to upgrade on this battery, you can see, like it did on the back of the day. You see, oh there it goes. See, the wind's a bit low more because the battery is getting low. Look at that. I mean, can you see that? Now sometimes the owners they stop and you know, but this one just keeps going until it goes completely stop and then. But see how this thing has a long time on this battery than the stock battery they usually came with the mini maxx. I mean. You see, because remember the starting, you see this is a very nice looking machine, in my opinion, but you can tell the things that have been used almost. Look at how the thing lasts longer, it keeps going and then stop. That's because you see that there's a longer 2S battery, you see. It's not like anything else like you see, but believe me, sometimes when you know how much is really expected on this mini maxx, which is a pretty nice looking 4-wheel drive machine, in my opinion, but you can tell this thing's gonna get used almost like quite a bit. And that's because you know I expected this thing exactly, which is definitely how much I expected this thing exactly, which and knowing how I expected this thing exactly, you can see how much I expected this thing, which is a pretty nice looking one in my opinion. I do like this thing a lot because you see how much I expected this thing exactly, which it's definitely how much I expected this 4-wheel drive mini maxx right here. Because you can tell this thing's actually being used almost like quite a bit. And you know what? I mean, now I think about it, you can see it's a very nice looking 4-wheel drive machine in my opinion. And you know what, it's definitely how much I expected this thing exactly, which it actually looks pretty nice. I mean, I do like this thing. It definitely looks really nice in my opinion. But sometimes I want to stop in position sometimes. Because you know I expected this thing exactly, you can see. But it's definitely how much I expected this thing exactly, which is definitely how much I expected this machine exactly, which it's very how much I expected this machine. But don't surprise us, you can see how much I expected this machine exactly, which is definitely how much I expected this machine here exactly, which is definitely a very nice looking machine in my opinion. And definitely how much I expected this machine exactly, which is definitely how much I expected this machine exactly, which is always surprised this thing's been used almost quite a bit, because you know I expected this thing's been used almost like quite a bit. And now you know how I expected this thing exactly, you can see, because you know I expected this thing you can see, but it's definitely how much I expected this machine exactly, which don't surprise us this thing has to be getting used almost like quite a bit, because you know I expected this thing, which it definitely looks like a pretty nice looking machine in my opinion. But don't surprise it. Oh, you can see, and stop right there on the hill. So yeah, so that's how many hours of run time on this battery with the stock battery. You can see, but this is a pretty nice.